Twitter update that it's going to be legal to sell Teslas in Maryland. The Maryland General Assembly, which is in Annapolis, passed a bill or a law last week, or a resolution to allow Tesla to sell cars here. We only have one Tesla supercharger, which is in Baltimore City, and this is our house in the city. And currently, I'm trying to help my parents get their house fixed up. So when we're done, we can get a solar array maybe put on the house. But we have to get a lot of work done there first. So anyway, I'm trying to figure out I think in my head a way to market Teslas in Maryland. They're gonna have a store, and Baltimore City is the worst. Our house in Baltimore City is like a third world country in Africa. Like, we have open air drug markets. You wouldn't want a Tesla store in Baltimore City. However, Columbia has a Solar City store, and I think it would be advantageous to market Tesla right next door to Solar City. It just seems like it makes sense. And I would think at some point that Tesla or Solar City or both will offer a solar powered Tesla charger, which would kind of be like a docking bay with solar panels on the roof, like maybe 12 of them, and it would charge just, the car off of that. So the Solar City store in Columbia Mall, I get tired really easy. I gotta go in there one day and talk to them, just say hi and check it out. It's downstairs from the Apple store. So like the Apple store is upstairs. It's one of the first Apple stores ever open. And then the Solar City store is right in the middle of the mall. Right there in the middle of the mall, they have a fountain, and then they usually have a car on display. So now you can see where I'm going with this. And then they have all over the mall little stores. So it seems to me, if you're going to market Tesla in Maryland and sell it, one option would be to sell it right next to Solar City. And if it was in the mall, you could probably talk to the mall and they would let you put a Tesla by that fountain. Of course, they would want you to give them something in exchange, money probably. And then it would, there's, maybe 10 or 20 stores right around that area. And stores can always be moved or go out of business. Buy one of those stores, and instead of having the Tesla in the store because it's a mall, you have the Tesla out in the mall so people walk by it and they see it, and then the Tesla store in the mall, kind of like the Apple store next to the Solar City. So people see the car, their subconscious wheel is turning, and they can walk in the Tesla store. And then, whatever they have there, like maybe a cutaway of the motor, some batteries, a big screen TV with hooked up to a computer so they can show videos about how the cars are made. So, congratulations to Elon Musk and Tesla and everything. I'm about the same age as Elon, a little bit older, so over the years I kind of watched him develop. So he thinks of himself as kind of like Apple, but Apple's revenue last year, just for one quarter, just their cash takeaway or their takeaway from just iPhone in one quarter was like $75 billion. So when Steve Jobs came to Apple in '98, they were 30 days from going bankrupt, and so it's taken him about 15 years to going from about $2 billion a year up to where they're at now. So it's going to take Elon Musk and his three enterprises, Solar City, SpaceX, and Tesla, 15 or so years to grow to that point where he can maybe think about retiring or start another company. And sometimes in the corporate world, you have to take what's called a poison pill. So your companies will get attacked, but you need money to stay afloat. One of the things that Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak did when they were at Apple the first time was they bought into funding risk chips. and ARM technology. So these little low-powered chips that we have in our phones and everything, they Apple helped pioneer that. But when they started losing money after taking on Scully and manufacturing Macintosh because they didn't sell as many Macintoshes originally as they would like to, they had to take a poison pill and they had to sell ARM. So have a strategy ahead of time where, as I'm studying all this now, but I like economics and business. So down the road, if you get attacked, you may have to choose one of your children to sell. You may have to sell Tesla, SpaceX, or Solar City. So you wouldn't want to sell Tesla because I just have a feeling you wouldn't want to sell Tesla. So you might want to sell Solar City or SpaceX. So if you know one of those businesses is constantly losing money, and then you are in danger of losing all three companies, you might sell SpaceX, that's called a poison pill, to keep the other two companies afloat. And why it's called a poison pill is people assume that the move will kill the whole company off. But it didn't with Apple.